Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to Morning Verses with Mike. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me this morning, getting up early and joining me. Well, if it's early where you're at, I know it's early here. I do this each weekday morning at 6:15 a.m. and I would love to have you come on over here and join me. There's a couple places you can do that. I'm going to open up the chat room here. If you are joining live or whether you're joining later, do me a favor, if you would throw a like on the video and if you would share this video out to your social network, to your peers, that would be fantastic, because the whole goal of this program, it's like 3, 5, 8 minutes, is to spread the word of God, share some faith, and share some positivity in the world. So this morning, I'm going to be sharing from James chapter 1, verse 5. Each morning, Monday through Friday, at 6:15 a.m. I do this, and so we'll be sharing from James chapter 1 verse 5, and it's 6:15 Mountain Time. I don't know if I said that or not, but the book of James, I share from the New Living Translation here, Every Man's Bible. Book of James says, first off, James was the brother of Jesus who wrote the book of James, and the book is about walking the talk. It's about doing what we say we believe in. Right? And I'm drawn to a lot of different verses in this particular book of the Bible. I enjoy it. And so anyway, diving right in this morning, James chapter 1, verse 5 says, "If you need wisdom, ask our generous God, and he will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking." So James laid the groundwork in the previous verses. Here it begins to talk about the description of what it looks like to trust God in any circumstance. And this verse specifically refers to the times that we just don't know what to do. Sometimes we just don't know what should the outcome be, right? Should we go this direction or that direction? Which road should we take? Who should we listen to? Sometimes it can be difficult, right? And so we ask ourselves, well, what is the best choice? Or at least, what is the best choice in this current situation? And we find ourselves asking, God, what should I choose? Which direction should I go here? How do we decide between these two different paths that are laid out before us? And so in chapter 1 verse 5, those who truly trust in God will ask him for wisdom. So often we get wrapped up and we think, in the moment it's like, oh my gosh, and that when things aren't going right, that's when we hit our knees and pray. And it is a reminder that truly, if you are a person of faith and you've got that trust and you've got that belief, that's okay. Stop and ask him for wisdom. This verse reminds us to be open to speaking to him regularly and asking for wisdom, because he's filled with it. God has this unlimited wisdom, and when we ask, just like the saying says, there are no stupid questions, right? At the end it says he will not rebuke you for asking. So we've been all through those meetings where it's like, no, everybody asks the question. There's no stupid questions. And then there's that person that's like, I've got a question, and everyone stops and stares. That's not the case with God, right? So he's not going to punish you for asking, because it shows that we have that truly unlimited faith in him. So just keep in mind, asking God in those moments when we're trying to make that decision, asking God in those moments it's evidence that we have that deep trust and faith in him. So that's what I would encourage you today. If you need wisdom, ask God for that wisdom, because he will speak to you in those times of need. The key here is that you've got to listen. So thank you so much for taking the time to get up and join me this morning on another Morning Verses with Mike. Do me a favor. I would love for you to join me each morning, Monday through Friday. Like I said, I try and keep these to right about 5 minutes or so, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Until we speak next, I'll tell you what, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.